hope I'm in view. We got lower. Gosh, this feels awkward. Hello everyone. Welcome back to another PC build video. It's been a hot minute since I've done one of these. Today I have a $400 budget. I started with a PC from my friend. His name is Dom. And I took out all the parts, cleaned up the case and the power supply, and now I'm building a new computer. I'm just reusing the same case. In this video, I'm gonna go over the parts that I used, how much they cost, and where I got them from, and of course the actual build process. I have to go in half an hour, so hopefully I can get the motherboard done at least in that time. But yeah, here's all the parts. Let's get into the video. All right, so we are starting off here with the ASRock B450M HDV. I wanna say it was like 70, 80 bucks on Amazon. It is still a relatively good motherboard. It certainly is good enough for this build. IO shield, SATA cables, get them out of the way. Instructions, who needs those? A CD, because people still use CDs apparently. And then here we go, here's the motherboard itself. Oh yeah, gorgeous. We're gonna take it out of its static protection. We're gonna put this on the side, and then we're gonna build the computer on top of the box. So this is obviously Micro ATX. It is an AM4 platform. It's supposed to support AMD, 2000 to 5000 series out of the box. We'll find out. And next we have our CPU. I bought this from Jawa for about 50 bucks, pretty good deal. We got a Ryzen 7, wow, you cannot see it at all. Hello. Ryzen 7 2700X. This CPU is just barely powerful enough to support the graphics card that I got for this build. But if I spent any more on the CPU, I wouldn't have been able to get as good of a GPU. So it's fine. Obviously this is used before. I'm gonna check all the pins. They look good. I don't see any bent ones. And then we're gonna find the triangle here and the triangle on the motherboard. Line it up, it falls in, and then latch down. Make sure it doesn't wiggle. All good, perfect. All right. Now CPU is installed. We are gonna do the CPU cooler. I just got a I think $22 Assassin X. By the way, if I say, follow whatever the price on the screen is. If I say a price and the screen says something different, listen to the screen because I'm just going off of memory. My editor, which is me, will put the correct price. I want to say the RGB for this cooler was actually like $2 cheaper. The guy I'm building the computer for, he says he does not care about performance, or sorry, he does not care about aesthetic, he only cares about performance. But I figured $2 to not have to deal with an extra RGB cable is kind of nice, so we won't deal with that. Here is our tower, beautiful aluminum, copper bottom. Don't forget to take this off. Awesome. And then we need to get rid of the things already on here because ASRock just assumes that you're gonna use the AMD stock cooler, but we're actually not gonna do that because we're cooler than them. What we're gonna do now is grab the necessary accoutrement. I don't know French, I was made up word. And then we're gonna find AM4. It's this one. I do need these, because these are what make sure that I am putting the cooler at the right height. And then I need to put these on using these screws, which conveniently go through without actually falling out. Awesome. I realized I'm such a nincompoop. The power supply I have for this build is not powerful enough to support the graphics card that I have. By the way, pea-sized dot. I'm gonna go a little heavy here because they gave me extra. So I bought a powerful enough power supply, but that's actually coming tomorrow and I'll be gone. So my friend here will get his PC on Thursday. Today's Tuesday. And I'm thinking ahead here. We're gonna have intake fans on the front of the case. And so we're gonna have a stream of air coming from this side. So I'm gonna have a fan here pushing air that way, and I'll have an exhaust on this side. So I'm gonna have air coming in this way, going out that way. Boom, thinking ahead. I'm gonna plug this in right now. And then I'm going to, and then we're gonna pull these around cooler. Boom, we're attached, hashtag done. And that shouldn't get in the way of our RAM. Wow, it's getting real close though. It should be fine. And then we're gonna grab our RAM sticks. I stole these from some office computers, the ones I was working on. It's 8 gigabytes each of 2400. Not the fastest RAM, but he's not paying for it. It's coming from me, so he's gonna take what he can get and not complain. But at the same time, if this computer does not work first try, first boot, I know what caused it. It's probably the RAM sticks. Luckily, I have a couple extra, so yeah, nice firm push. That's all in. Boom, motherboard done. I have 20 minutes to spare. So I think I left off trying to sign into the computer. It works. I was able to sign in, and I was able to check and make sure that all the parts showed up, and they did. I was in San Francisco yesterday, all day. I'm severely dehydrated and severely sleep deprived. It's okay though, because I get to work on a computer, and that's fun. The power supply that I needed came in. We're using a Thermaltake Smart 700 watt. Oh, it's a Thermaltake! It's not reliable! Shut up. I don't care. So I have to undo this little rig I made and actually put everything in the case. So let's start working on that. So I gotta move these cables out of the way. Wi-Fi. He won't need this for much longer. I'm actually gonna keep this and I'm gonna use it for future builds because it's really nice to be able to just have a USB Wi-Fi instead of having to plug in a Wi-Fi PCIe card. Gosh, I'm so tired. Holy. I might be coming down with something too, I don't know. Oh, shooting. I'm gonna take off this front panel. So I think I'm gonna do motherboard first, but actually no, I'm gonna put in SSD first. Gonna put in our lovely 870 Evo. Okay, SSD's in, that's sturdy. Let's do motherboard now. Just get it in its place. IO shield. IO shields are kind of annoying sometimes, but really important. I really like it when motherboards include it. It's built in. Makes it easier for all of us PC builders. Yeah, it's good. And then the motherboard goes like this. So I'm gonna put this in like this. Come on. Pop into place. Yep. Yep. Corner. Yep. Awesome. And we're in. Great. Now let's put in this stinky motherboard. Honestly, the green RAM doesn't look that bad. Just don't focus on it. Yes, be careful with your motherboard, but also don't stress it too much. If you stress too much, then you're actually gonna break your motherboard. All good. It's in. Now we're just gonna screw it in. I wonder if my mic's picking up all the fucking birds outside. They're very loud. Very cute, but very loud. Boom, first screw in. I like to go corners first, just to make sure it's actually in the right position, and then the rest just kind of come in easy. Gonna take a quick second to drink some Alani. I am a straight male, but I do enjoy me some lime slush Alani. Now, you shouldn't try it, but technically speaking, you should be able to pick up the entire case from the CPU cooler because of how tight the screws locked in the motherboard. I'm gonna plug in all these cables first. Okay, now let's do the power supply. I sincerely apologize that I can't show you these things. I don't have a good angle. Well, I guess I'll be laying it down in a second. So the reason why the Thermaltake is controversial is because it was rated on this power supply rating website thingy. And it was something about how it didn't, I'm stupid, holy crap, I can't speak today. Basically, it was just called a bad power supply because it was dangerous, it didn't last, but that's under stress tests and certain things they do to make it try to do those things. And everyone who's actually used one is like, yeah, no, they're fine, there's no problem. Here's the power supply. I like Thermaltake because they just keep it simple. It's just box, instructions, charger, and then power supply. I hate how there's so many fucking cables, but sometimes you need a ton of cables, so it's okay. He keeps his computer on a desk, and this does have little feet with room for air beneath it, so I'm going to flip her around, and we're gonna plug in the power supply fan down so it can get some cool air from below. We have our screws coming together pretty nicely. Again, not a very aesthetic build, but it's very functional, and that's what really matters. And I already know I'm going to get some backlash for combining a Ryzen 7 2700X with a 2070 Super. But you know what? I don't care. Also, the CPU only costs $50. That's a really good deal. There's nothing stopping him from, I don't know, a year if that, down the line, being like, hey, I want a little bit more performance. I want a little bit better CPU or something. And then he can just buy like a Ryzen, gosh, that's not going in. Ryzen 7 5700X 3D or whatever. Now I have all of my cables. I'm gonna route these through. I don't care about you seeing them. I'm just gonna route them through and then I'll plug them in and you can see them. Now, this is where the fun begins. Plug in the motherboard cable, this fat boy right here. And then for CPU power, a lot of the times, these, yeah, they split in half. And then you can just plug this in. Okay, now, unless I'm freaking stupid, we're almost done with this. Motherboard, CPU, HD audio, USB, both SSDs, our front panel. If there's any problems booting, it's gonna be from this. Okay, I'm gonna do the Wi-Fi card next. I hate the way they design these cases where you have to snap off these fucking PCIe covers because then you can't put them back. They're gone. Now we have our TP-Link Archer TX20E. I've used these quite a few times. 20 bucks, they're cheap. I got this knife from San Francisco. I know it's some cheap tourist slop, but sometimes even slop looks really cool. Open it up. You get the Wi-Fi antennas, the actual Wi-Fi card, and then a low profile bracket if you need it. I don't. I love Wi-Fi cards because they're not these Wi-Fi things. These things kind of suck half the time. They're convenient, but they're not as strong as Wi-Fi cards. You don't have to worry about them ever getting knocked over by something. They're not those little stupid fins that go on top of the computer. These are the only problem, but they go in the back, and honestly, if you're using a tower like this, you're probably not moving around very much. So we take our cable, white part goes into the side, right here, like that, click, soft little click, and then we just go, oh, by the way, I said it, 20 bucks. Let me go down here, push it in, and then we bring this cable, here's some advanced tech, I'm gonna bring it around the USB. That's a little sloppy looking, I can't lie. I'll work on that later. But it's gotta go somewhere, right? And now, the moment everyone's been waiting for. The crown jewel. I don't even know what that fucking is. Of this build. Is the RTX 2070 Super. Oh yeah! It's still a good card, it still holds up pretty well. It's comparable to a 1080 Ti. I think it's a little bit faster, but it's also got newer technology, RTX. I got this for 170, I think, which is pretty good. I will say, I have found GTX 1080s for about 100 bucks before. 1080 Ti's are roughly the same price, but like I said, newer hardware. It still holds up pretty well in most games. It's by no means an old card, but it's definitely not a new card. But going from an RX 470 to this, is it's an upgrade. Very much. Oh, that wasn't as satisfying as normal. But it went in, so we're good. Boom! In. Okay. That's the computer. Whoop whoop! My friend here did not pull off the back of the panel, so I'm gonna do that some ASMR. There's a fucking airplane, no! Alright, I'm gonna do some cleanup and then we're gonna try it out. Alright, so now we have our completed computer. Here we are, pretty nice, black build, all the fans. I like the front, it's like a bumpy, like geometric surface, it's pretty cool. We have all of our ports, the back, doesn't really matter. So now, for the first time, will it turn on? Oh yeah, I already went ahead, I installed drivers for the Wi-Fi card, for the graphics card, and I made sure the Windows Update was caught up, and it was. The date is correct, and I was gonna use Fortnite like I always do, but Fortnite would have taken a long time to actually download, so we're gonna do Rocket League instead. Full screen, apply, and FPS, we're gonna go 144. Render detail, we're gonna go high quality, and everything. Okay, and I'm not gonna lie, I actually have no idea how to play Rocket League. So, well, we're getting 144 FPS. Yeah, if you couldn't tell, I haven't really played this game before. No, come on, we're gonna... Us! Gosh! Yeah, it has not dropped from 144 FPS. Let me see. Given this is only 1080p, right? It's not 1440p, but we're getting 200 FPS at literally max settings.
But like, what, you're recording me playing Volleyball Legends?
How does it feel?
Actually, way better. Like, usually when I would load into this game, I would sit on the loading screen before like choosing a spot because my entire screen would be like gray until it loaded. But as it's already in, and I literally just got it, so that's actually crazy compared to what it was before.
I wonder if the bigger upgrade was your graphics or just your Wi-Fi card, bro.
I think it was the Wi-Fi card. I think it's first to 5.
Okay.
I haven't played this game since I lost. I don't even know the controls.
Oops. Can you set yourself? Oh, you hit it.
Sweet.
Us. Sweet.
You give me a little us.
We'll get to 2070 Super and play
Still
Roblox. Yeah, but I'm gonna edit it. I'm not gonna put the whole video in. What's magnetic pole use superpowers?
Yeah, here I'll use my magnetic pole.
That is not involving ball, bro.
No, bro, you just don't get it. Once you make the big VAR, you'll be able to do that.
Oh my gosh. Alright, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If I did something wrong, tell me. If you have a question, ask, and I will answer it. I have no idea when this will be uploaded, but there should be the PC flipping coming out, and then if you want to see me cleaning the computer before I actually built in it, look up here. Yeah, look up here. And yeah, there'll be more PC videos coming out soon. I have all the parts that were in this computer, so I'll definitely turn that into another system. Thank you so much for watching. Have a splendid day, and I will see you in the next video. Toodles!